What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Ackeem Sterling here. So in today's video I'm going to go through some of the gears that I use on this channel right here and both on my channel for client work and all those things. So these are some of the gear that I use and I'm going to go through them today to let you guys see some of the things that I use to make this channel possible and some of the work that I do. Now on this channel I use two microphones. I use a DJI mic, which you're seeing me on my clothes right now, and this is the DJI mic 1. They have previously released a new version and I really don't see the need to upgrade as yet. This one is doing me quite fine, as you can hear the audio from this right here. And yeah, it's really great microphone right here that you can use for talking it purpose. Now this mic is not a mic that I really use like for vlogging, because it's not really ideal for vlogging. I prefer to use like a shotgun mic, which where this microphone comes in. Now I have this mic for quite some time now. This is the Mover shotgun mic which I have bought. Now this is a cheap mic comparing to this one right here, and I would say you really cannot really see a difference in terms of the sound quality, because this mic really sound good. So when I'm doing the run and gun, like for at a wedding, I always use this mic right here, like at a party, recording, stage show and those things. So you have to be careful though when you're using this, like those high heavy pitch, it will really get blown out. But once you know what you're doing, this mic will work really great. Also, what I have right here is my DJI Mini 4 Pro. Now I was using the DJI Mini 3 and that drone eventually crashed. I decided to get this one right here, an upgrade. So if you're a person like travel and just want a lightweight drone to carry in your bag without having to worry much about the regulation, because I know some country you cannot really fly drones, especially when them over 250. So this drone right here is little under 250 grams, so it will be perfect, ideal for travel and just put in your backpack just to get those drone shots from era and to just make your footage look good, or your vlog or whatever project that you're working on. So this is drone right here that I use, the DJI Mini 4 Pro. And guys, I'm gonna put a link for all these equipment in the description of this video. So if you guys are interested in anything that you guys see in this video, I'm going to hook you up right here in the description so that you guys see all the product. So this is the SanDisk 2 gig, and this is where I store most of my files on. So if I'm working on a project and I want to just back it up and to keep it, and this is what I use. This is a 2 terabyte version, really reliable, and I've been using this for quite some time now. I really don't have an issue with it as yet. I know at a point in time I see that a lot of creators were complaining about SanDisk, but it's worked well for me so far and I really don't have an issue with it, and it just to store my files. I don't really edit from this because I really edit from the hard drive on my computer. I'm going to go to that later on in this video, and just something that I use. Now if you're like me that record a lot of files, you're really gonna need this right here. Now moving on to one of my other gears, which is the GoPro right here. You can see I have this little case on it, like a rubbery thing. I did make a video on this case right here when I installed it. I'm gonna put a card above if you guys want to see that video. But this right here that I'm using, as you can see, this is a GoPro Hero 11, and I've been using this for quite some time now when it just released, and it give me some good footage, especially when I'm doing my drive-through videos. I just hook it up to the car and just capture, and I use this to do most of my vlog as well. Sometimes I really can't really go for my camera because it's too big and compact, especially when I'm vlogging, and I feel more confident like holding the GoPro for vlogging. I think the camera might be sometimes too big and it makes people more intimidating, especially when you're doing vlog. And this is basically discreet. A lot of person not really, sometimes they really not notice that you're vlogging, and it's something that I use. The quality on this is not so good as the camera though, because it's just a small sensor on this, but the image quality is still great. It is GoPro, and everyone know that GoPro have reliable camera that you can use whether in water, for skiing and all those things, and it's something that I use. Now I hook it up right here to the shorty stick, and yeah, so it's a great little product right here that I use for mainly for my vlogging. I don't really use this to do most of my production work, just for vlogging, like catching behind the scenes and so forth. Also, I'm going to move on now to one of my lenses, and in my kit I normally carry 3 lenses. So this is one of the lenses. This is a 50mm lens. Now I would say I don't really use this lens much because this lens is more of a photography lens. I don't really take much photos. I really do mostly videos. Sometimes I might take a snap with my camera to get some like thumbnails. So I normally use this right here, the 50mm, to capture most of my images, most of my thumbnails that you see on this channel right here. This is what I use to capture those. And sometimes I might do a video on this. This is not really ideal for a video because this doesn't have any stabilization inside, so it makes the footage more look shaky. So I don't really use it for video, mostly to take stills, image, photos, and so forth. So I'm gonna move on now to this lens right here. Now this lens is what I bought with my camera, and this is the Sony kit lens, which is 28 to 60mm, and this is f4 to 5.6. Now this lens, when you put it like this, it does extend out and it looks something like this. And I would say I don't really use this lens much because I recently bought another lens, which is the Sigma, which I'm going to go to later on. This is the lens I'm using right now, the Sigma lens. So I don't really use this lens much. I think at the initial stage I was using this like for like stage show to like zoom, but it's not really good in low light. But I don't really find a problem with it. But for vlogging, you know, we have to 28 focal range, and 28 for focal range in terms of when you're vlogging is not really ideal for me. I think it basically punch in too much or zoom up too much to your face. So if you have like want to carry a lot of person inside your frames and capture a lot of people, it's not really ideal for me. So I think that's why I go for something more wider, like a 16mm. 20 is not bad, I understand, but this is just stays in my kit whenever I need it. Whenever I need a further range, like for something further, I will draw for this right here. I also want to talk about my computer right here, which is the MacBook Pro M3 Pro chips. Now this computer right here, as you can see, we have a M3 Pro chips inside, and I've been using this now to do most of my editing on. The software that I use is Final Cut Pro, and I really don't have any problem while using this. The battery life on this is really great, so I can edit the whole day without have to plug this in, browse internet and all those things, and I'm impressed with the battery life. In terms of editing on this, I really don't have any problem. It's really fast, and it's just really something that I use to carry in my bag. Now this is the 14-inch. Now the bag that I'm using, which I should go to, and I think I should do a dedicated video of that as well, which is the Peak Design. I think it's the 15 or 20 liter bag, I'm not sure, but it fit perfectly inside my bag whenever I'm traveling with all these equipment, and just whenever I need to just edit something and just transfer most of my file into my computer, it works really well with this right here. So it's very neat, compact, and it just fit well inside my bag. This is the computer right here that I use to edit most of my video. I'm gonna do another follow-up video of this to give you guys an in-depth review of how this handle when I'm editing. So if you guys want to know more about that, please let me know if I should do a video of that. And yeah, so these are most of the things that I have now. The equipment that I want to talk about now is what I'm using right there on this camera, which is this camera right here. Now this camera I'm using is the Sony ZV-E1. Now this is more of a vlogging camera, which most people are complaining about overheating issue, but since I've been using this camera for quite some time now, I have never really experienced any overheating issue with this camera right here. It works well. I have recorded for at least 30 minutes, sometimes even 45 minutes at weddings and those things, and it's really great. I have done a dedicated video of this camera as well, so if you guys want to see that video, you guys can click the card above or check the link in the description to see that dedicated video of this right here. Now the lens I'm using on this right here is a Sigma 16 to 28, which is a great lens for vlogging. I use this lens most of the time. Now this lens really sits on my camera. It never really comes off most of the time unless I want to take a photo, as I said earlier, or I want a further range, which I will draw from my kit lens. And also the next thing that I want to look at is video right here, which is on my camera, which is the tripod. Now the newer tripod, it's very lightweight. It's something I've been using to carry around, to stuff it in my bag and just use it to anywhere that I can set up my camera. So if I don't have any person to hold the camera for me, it's very easy to carry around, and it's something I always use to keep these shots like this. I always use this newer tripod. I also did an unboxing of it, and I think I want to do a more in-depth review so you guys can see more of this product right here. So let me know, guys, if you're interested in that as well. But before I go, I'm going to show you guys the bag that I'm using. So this is the bag I'm using, guys. So this is the Peak Design bag, and it looks really neat. We use this bag right here to carry most of my equipment that you see I've mentioned in this video, and it's worked really well, pretty sturdy. I would say it's not really that comfortable to carry around. Sometimes it can feel a bit cluster. I'm not sure what's because of that. Let me know if anyone experienced that, if you guys have this bag right here. But otherwise from that, it's very neat, and I'm gonna do a dedicated video of this as well, which I should have done earlier, but you know, those are the equipment that I use on this channel right here. So if you guys are see anything that you like, please check the link in the description if you guys see anything that you're familiarized with and want to grab. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys find this video very helpful, and as always, I see you guys in my next video. As always, peace. I'm out.